Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Let's get ready to go and take Soul French 2 as a rerun for today's live summit event in the Crew 2 for 2025. So, this will bring out the have a cycle to go back ever since I just come here for the first one as the main part of the rerun, and also for having a second rerun we'll be ready up and get set to have a participation to go with 3 skills and 6 events with French vehicle, and others will go on exception. So it comes in to have the main date by the previous ever since from the first one in December 27 and January 3rd. So now January 1st through the 8th is now entered for the new year. We'll be going on for having a good ways to be racing up and have the best part on the redux to go for the current players and even the new ones as well before becoming as an icon level. But the majority that I just really did to go by having some French vehicle, including the Deep Blue edition on the Bugatti Veyron, has now been available to be featured as a force vehicle once again. So I know what to do, and this will have to get set and go for having a deep summon to go with French style of the vehicle. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for a notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's begin and ready to go for today's live summit event. So first up, putting up to have one follow-up catch-up on Road Baby Rabbits, or more like it to be having a Rabbits Crew 2 moment. Same as ever to go for the platinum on the rank in 1,382nd place, and also to have some main changes because of one drag race event that also to be contained with some slightly issue. But just have to be leave it as well and go by 1,084,070 points. 2 penalties, 1 exterior parts for the Lotus Exceeds X, and 150,000 followers has now been earned up by the previous since the end of 2024. Just only have 1 extra for the earning, Raving Tint acquired, and Untamed Parrot Underglow has now earned and go proceed by 1 day left until Straight from Sweden will be coming up on week 2 for January. Also for the 3rd week on the 15th to the 22nd is Brawn vs Beauty will go featured with Ford and Ferrari cars. And for the 4th week of January on the 22nd to the 29th, Downhill is about to go for another rerun to be on the first time ever, and then Street Showdown will be date on coming soon before at the end of January and 1st week of February. Now let's go and take the first escape to go off-roading in Red Rock. We'll be having a Pescia 3008 DKR Maxi will be at the ready. All packed up to go Nitro Chemist, drive away, and the majority to go jumping up and have some few obstacles to go elevate in the 454 rally racing vehicle. A very common place to go for the usual start, or experts if there might be putting up to have a good trick method to go for only 1 airplane, or just have to be switched up onto the HEB vehicle by fast favorite. But the trickier it gets, but I'm always have to go old fashioned and have to go 454 off-roading expression. Got to keep the red zone away from the radius and just have to pack up the nitro. This will bring out to have a pattern to go for the same method of the artist's masterpiece. And there goes 3,055 yards. Good check, and see the tally of results. I just really might need to go warm up and get started out. Should only have 1 attempt, and then getting my mind up might have a focus in the masterpiece of perfection. But it takes minor distraction as I just really might need to get my head in the game. But it takes more practice and always have to get it done and do it right. Time to go attempt 2 and bring out the jump on the off-roading rally raid vehicle to have the right direction to keep a nice end center. Okay, there we go. Just take the left half and keep a good center on the airborne jump. Watch out for the tree. I just really might need to keep a good clear center on the path. Gotta go boost. Red zone is kicking in faster. Now all I need to get up in 3,000 yards. New record. And pull out the last amount of nitro. Okay, there you go, and stop at 38 or 9 yards. Perfect, and skill 1 on land base to go off-roading, and that will bring out to have my current record to go update into 121,385 points. See? Practice makes perfect, and go on the left side of the area when you're in Red Rock by off-roading escape. Then let's go to the Bayou and have a powerboat discipline. We'll be ready up and go for having a best time destination towards the Gulf of Mexico. And this will have to be switching up on the hook cam for this moment. We'll be steer onto the right direction before enter the main gate. But this will have to get tricky and go wide open to be going swift and exit to be dodged through onto the trees. Sometimes it gets slower, but you might need to go a little bit more faster to have the main approach to go for a perfect method. So there you go. Time to go set sail on the open seas and have a good place to be in a beautiful environment. Much more impressive, and switching back onto the third person view, we'll have to keep a good patient time until the nitrous will be at the full capacity. But talented requires having a good skill on powerboat to have a good set sail on escape. Not as hard as look, but I've always had to live up to go for having a set sail on escaping the vibe. But it's always about doing the main part of the challenge on every Steam Live Summit event. So here comes the red zone. Just have to beat my current record and main approach to go for a perspective of the racing on the scene. Once the waters are about to get calm, a little bit more rubber out there to be stopped at 6,409 yards. That's more like it, and tally up the score results to be having 101,000 to be up into 117,601 points. That should do well. Trick, and going faster on the ocean is the best way to go for marvelous open seas. Let's go to Port Isabel and have a buoy smashing to be switched up to have some score breaker will be needed to be eligible before entered. Good thing Nitrochemist is all done, and switching up by transfer from the Foucher 1414 Demon to carry over onto the Offshore Mark 1. Got to go exit out and get back before enter on the gate to be having a good buoy smashing around on the area to be part of the south. So let's do it. Just keep it good, nice and steady, and watch out for the red buoys. This wheel might need to have a 4 times the multiplier to go increase to be quicker and simultaneously to be figuring around to have a mixture of a figure 8 track. That's more like it. Just have to keep up the main ejected and follow the ghost jet sprint. Much more exquisite and good to be styled as an artist. Might have to back up to gain some more points. Only 7 seconds left. 5 seconds, and that will bring out to be reached up to be at 37,000 and make it to go update into 40,134 points. Almost by reaching up towards 50,000, and that will bring out to have a good successful points by 149,906 points. 1 part received, and 6 events by having 1 force vehicle will be serving up to go by having a no restriction only to be using on the Bugatti Veyron Deep Blue Edition. So the road to New Orleans, here I come, and first event is on me. Auto switch vehicle, and that will bring out to have a good ways to be driving up to have a no restriction only, but however, I thought this wheel might need to bring out to have a 1 force vehicle will be featured for today's segment in the rerun on So French 2. But we did good out there, but this wheel might have something to bring out to have a same energy to go for a surprise. But this will have to go by hypercar discipline only, and this wheel might need to go by different selection to go for a French made vehicle. Got to go on filters and pick on France, but which one should I might have to go with? Okay, well, maybe I'll have to go and use the Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus Dubon Edition. This will have to do one good best Bugatti hypercar instead of the Deep Blue Edition on the Bayron. So I'll have to be ready up and go 3 seconds on the starting grid. We'll have to be revved up and go French hypercar to be on the light velocity. So I'm up, and head start will be in the lead. Okay, very good to have the 6 events to go back to the original ever since the first one just came in back from the previous seasons. But very yet to be exactly to have some handling to go rack up to go for 100,000 point is the main key of objective. I'm always have to go clean racing, so I just really might have to keep it nice and steady without having one contact on the barriers or objects. Except off-roading vehicle that just did good to have a one escape skill at Red Rock. Okay, checkpoint clear. Got to slow down and crossing through the rails before the right turn on the Avenue Street. 6.7 seconds update on the gap. Got to pull out the nitro boost and go up on the roll. Okay, very good to be indeed on the time of day for having a good natural afternoon condition. This could be a very good start at the beginning in 2025, viewers. So French 2 is always about to go for same energy back from 2024. But exactly to have the few days from 2023 whenever I come here on January 1st. But today's date is January 6th, and I'm about to be here on time and go for the live summon participation on every Monday. Just have to go checkpoint clear to keep a good eyes on the corners. Watch out for the street lights. This might have to get more important to have one hypercar race without having a single scratch. But I know my condition. I've just always had to keep practice until get it right is the rhythm of racing. Just only had to take a few miles to go to be arriving in New Orleans as the finish line destination. 8.9 seconds and gonna have to go catch up until 10 seconds has now been marked by 0.614. Got to use it wisely and have one good Bugatti hypercar is the best key of artist success. Okay, halfway there it's done. Just might need to keep a good eyes on the road and the corner itself. The blue line is helping me out to do the usual way. Okay, close call. Talk about having a slightly distraction that having a full traction is all I need to go for backup. Okay, next turn up ahead. Got to keep it nice and neat. Okay, arriving in the residential areas. Just have to go for the quarter-mile run and go for the boost. Okay, checkpoint clear. I know the event, and the road itself is the main obstacle course to see how good am I. 30.2 seconds update on the gap away from 7 hypercars, and this wheel might have to go for the key arrival in New Orleans. One last turn, and full stretch is coming in by Enter the Bridge. One last checkpoint, and here is the finish line. Gonna take it and slide it to the right. 4 minutes, 5.822 seconds by 200,000 followers earned, and let's see the results. Perfect, and stop at 128,912 points. Excellent, and good hypercar is going all in without having one Bugatti Bayron Deep Blue Edition as a force vehicle. Well, not to mention because only one hypercar event to go listed as no restriction along with street race and Alpha Grand Prix discipline. But also to have 3 French vehicle restriction on the GT by Citroën, Hyperion 205 T16 Evolution 2 and 3008 DKR Maxi has now been listed, checked, and raring to go by having one nitro canvas to go for the main usual run. I'm down for street racing. Along the Mississippi, here I come and moving forward to race number 2. But this time I'll have to go by one choice to pick by having a French vehicle for having filters to be on street racing category. First up, the 2018 new Renault Sport Megane RS or the 1936 Bugatti Type 57 SE Atlantic. One classic and one modern French vehicle will have to give everything to have a same per level to go for a comparison by 280. 509 horsepower to have a good hatchback or 400 horsepower for having one good vintage classic. But my decision, the new Renault Sport Megane RS 2018 is going to be quite good to be faster up and get more advantage to have a theme of French vanity to go style on the touch. As the sequel on So French 2 by the original, 3-second countdown, and one good French vehicle on the street racing category to go rolling in and line up of the overtake to get up into the top 3. So it's off to be in the first checkpoint and give a head start to be focusing and go forward on the sunset theme condition. Just look at it go. The Megane is on the action for racing on the open road. But good thing my current subscriber that I'm at is 829. But I can't wait until I have to be reaching up on 830 within a few more moments to have some more subscribers to go catching up and get my goal achievement to be up to 1000. Special thanks to have the same energy of the bearing reference of Ice and Fire. Good corner on the right. Now here comes onto the hill. 11.4 seconds update by crossing to the checkpoint before moving up and 29% to get up on the dirty. Okay, magnificent, and go follow the direction. It has to go driving up on the wet surface in the streets. Checkpoint clear and go enter to the bridge. Update on the gap by 17.2 seconds. I am on the roll and the Megane RS is still got this to be acing up on the hole. But almost there to be reached up on the 50% progression by the halfway mark. This was to get up and left turn of the corner to go up and stop right here. But always have to keep faster. The downhill will go quicker advantage on the upper hand. Just like that, clean racing without smashing any objects when you're in the route of Mississippi to go along. Okay, that's the ticket. Stop at 65% in the progression. Got to go for the boost. Checkpoint going mark on clear. So I totally got this one. I just really might need to get my mind and go strategize to have a good, perfect success. That's good for enough nitro. Just have to be patient and wait to go full capacity within a few seconds. So I'm at 83%. Next turn to go tighten up and go quicker about it. Right corner up ahead and good on the drift. Slider and good grip. Okay, almost there. Just have to be reaching up by the finish line within 5% to go. Good time of the arrival and finish line just right over here to be reached up towards the podium. And there you have it. Perfect on the main gap and total time in 3 minutes 23.422 seconds. Got this to be acing up and 111,597 points. 3 per rare and 1 per comment. Just have to go onto the inventory and have race number 3 to go combo event by Alpha Grand Prix Discipline to be rolling up and get set to have a street race event by the temporarity. So it's up to the Big Ben, and this wheel might have to choose for only one fictional French racing vehicle will be at the ready to have a nitro chemist to go faster up and follow the racing line without using the apex. As I just recently to have 5 selection of proto vehicle that will be quite giving a good interesting to be decided to be choosing with the Alpha Mark X, Concept Glow Motorsport, Post Performance, Sparrow Competition, and Speed Racing. I'll decide and go with Nitro Chemist by the list and have the Concept Globe Motorsport 2023 model, which is very good to be exactly to have a French style on the paint job in the white, and still yet remain to be on the underglow blue. We'll have to go retro on the disco. So here I come and let the 3-second countdown to be racing up and go quicker to have a good placement on the downhill. So it's going to be having some few other Japanese, including the Acura NSX. First position, off I go, and give a good quicker on the head start. Just have to keep a good watchful eye on the turns and corners because the handling is more important when you're about to go faster. Just like that, and go clear for the checkpoint to have enough boost. Corner on the right, check, and progression to be at 36% to get up onto 40% to stop by. Next turn clear, and going on by having a main part of the corners to go elevate and keep a good eyes on the direction arrows. So remember folks, this race and for only one Alpha Grand Prix vehicle to have a good line and just have to go preferred on the inside when you're racing up on the route. Just like that, inside is the key of example. But almost good enough because the handling is going to have to deal with the outside, middle, or inside when taking the turns onto the direction between the left or right. Okay, checkpoint clear, and here's another. Wait for the gap distance update by 15.335 seconds. It's going well nicely, and stop at 75%. Just hold it in and pull the brake. It's important when you might need to go a bit more faster and steady up without having a contact on the guardrail. But a solid line reflex is the skill of perfection. Okay, almost good enough, and reaching up on the finish line to have a good record set by 2 minutes, 11.111 seconds. 5 ones and 1 for 2s. That's 100,439 points, 2 epic, 1 common, and 1 rare. Very awesome, and 3 events by no restriction only, and now 3 vehicle restriction events is about to be set to go eligible to have 1 hypercar only. 1 shall remain, here I come, and this will be having a perfect moment of the race in Year of the Snake before prior to the Lunar New Year on 2025. From Year of the Dragon and proceed to be in the Year of the Snake. And very yet importantly to have some French style of the vanity, including with a blue Capetti smoke, blue underglow on the blinking, and 2 tops on the French nitro and tire itself. Still remain with my UDRS INS Protect to go max out on the pro level to be set up with the Nitro Chemist at 320, carry out with 789 horsepower and top speed, 279 miles per hour. Then let's go to San Francisco at the starting grid and proceed to have the 3 signs to go with the fireworks, Golden Gate Bridge, and the rabbit symbol. Just like having a good early time on the Lunar New Year since Year of the Tiger as the rerun back from the penultimate stage on 2024. But I still love to enjoy it, but that will bring out to have a good time to go racing up and go for Chinese New Year of racing. So let's do it, and just have to go leaving San Francisco to have the highway to take the Golden Gate Bridge. 4 seconds away from 7 opponents, is going to be going for the good start. But the top speed will might have to go rack up on gear 7, and this will have to take the chicanes will go seriously to have the direction between onto the left and right turns. Full straight is doing well, but the tight turns without having pulling out the brake might need to go for a decent deacceleration. Okay, that's more like it. Less braking and handling is the skill reflex. Okay, time to go hit the 200 mph speed. Progression is going to be stopped at 30%. Here comes the next checkpoint to be well spotted on the pink smoke. That's more like it. Checkpoint clear and reaching up by 262 mph. That would be doing more impressive and give it a good spirit of a GT concept vehicle for the collaboration of Gran Turismo and Citroën. Okay, the obstacles are about to be clear on the highway, and here comes the shortcut. This might have to get a little bit more tightened up to get squeezed in to be passed through onto the checkpoint. Mark on the magenta and go by 33.294 seconds. Okay, that should do for only one more chicanes, and that will take the next route. We'll have to pull out and wait for the jump. Halfway there is almost complete before moving on to take the jump and then arriving into the town. Look out below! GT by Citroën is taking the touchdown. Okay, very good by 46.506 seconds. Got to keep going. And here comes the town of the arrival before you might have to take a good check on the GPS. Alright, good jump and no touching up the street sign objects. Man, I feel so good to be driving on the Citroën hypercar again. I bet more fun, and that will go by handling to go racing up on the line. Now just have to be patient and wait. The nitro gauge is going to be at 50%. This will have to go tap out the boost and keep going by the corners. Got to go reach my dream and achieve it to the finish line. Checkpoint clear and progression at 93%. I hope it gets closer. Just have one hypercar vehicle restriction and the other two on off-roading type with Rally Raid and Rallycross to take the flag. And there we go. 3 minutes, 42.964 seconds has reached up on the first position. And there yet to be simple. Cleared by 118,945 points is go by the new record. 2 common and 1 for the epic, and then this will have to take a decision by pick to go off-roading by the stage of penultimate on race number 5 by using the Pescia 3008 DKR Maxi or the Pescia 205 Turbo 16 Evolution 2. I'll go for Rallycross instead. So it's up to night time at Temecula Winery special stage up by Go. This will have to do a main stage of the penultimate round for having one Rallycross vehicle as a vehicle restriction. All checked out to have a Nitro Chemist to be placed on the max per level at 230 in 584 horsepower and top speed, 174 miles per hour on the handling level to be in semi-expert. The faster it gets, the handling will have to keep a good racing trail on the line, will be faced up to go racing in nighttime to turn on the headlights. But this will have to go challenging up to be ready, and this will have to take the other 2 cars to go head start after the first checkpoint. I know what to do, so I'll have to wait and then first position before coming in on checkpoint 2. Now this will have to go by challenging to have a tight situation to catch up with 2 8-bar Rallycross vehicle. Just make way for only one classic Group B rally car to take the lead and go by the dirt trail to have some slide turns to go quicker and faster on the nitro boost. Just to have a good nighttime condition to be racing up in So French 2 as a second rerun in 2025. Just like the first one back from December 2023 at the end and early January 2024. But still yet to have some possibility to go for another round and go for another rerun. But I'm always love to enjoy it, racing up, and have some best moments out there to do some category type on racing with the representation to have some French cars related. So here comes the next turn on the checkpoint and go by the hill. Alright, good mark on the nitro to be ready up and go green. Downhill will take the quicker advantage. Okay, that's good to be solid line check and skillful on the rally crossing reflex. So it's going to be in 13.388 seconds. Time to hit the road to switch up and go moving up on the paved road. This is going to get a little bit more challenging to go by a style of rally racing to take two types on the ground. Shortcut comes in, got to slide it and take that part of the hill to go checkpoint cleared to be on the right crossing through. Alright, there we go. Just have to take that alternate left to go quicker on the off-road and have the crossing through to the highways. This will have to get there and do it for having a slide turn advantage. Okay, there might be some rabbits coming in by the area, so I had to keep a good expect lookout. Okay, gonna have to slow down and coming back on the streets. So almost there. Just only have to take one more checkpoint and the finish line is right over here. 25.398 seconds and mark on the podium. Well, what can I say, viewers? Just only have one first position and already got a legendary funnel for the rally crossing vehicle. Stop at 98,572 points and very good to have one free time in follow-up catch-up by having one official rim tire for the Pescia 205 Turbo 16 Evolution 2. So it's all done for now by having one sprint race in Rallycross and then going to the Bayou for the Pescia 3008 DKR Maxi will take the final stage on So French 2. It's about time, and this will have to take a good cruising up on the swamp areas around into the south of the United States of America for only one off-roading French rally race vehicle. Just thrilled to be warming up after Red Rock, and it all comes down to have a pattern we'll be bringing out to have a racing up connection to go with skills and main events. Hope I'm ready. And it's about to go rain on the Bayou. We'll be ready up to go for a time attack and commence the 3-second countdown to be ready to go 454 by one French racing off-roader. And it's up right now and beat the main time by 2 minutes and 50 seconds to get there to be focusing on the route. The handling is more important, so I have to choose on the right direction to get there on time. Just only have one Rallycross event to go for a moderation difficulty and then Rally Raid to go on the easy type difficulty. Time to hit the waters and just have to keep going forward to be follow on the direction and the ramp itself will give a good air time. That's more like it. 3008 DKR Maxi is doing good and area checkpoint cleared. Got to turn right and keep going on the main part of the alternative route to go quicker up and speed up in the water. So I had to watch myself. There might be some gator around to be hiding in the waters, so that will might go in scaring up. Okay, that's more like it to be passed by the cabin and go to the next area checkpoint. Rally Raid exploration cleared and take the jump. Okay, going underneath on the highway. Just have to go slide around and steer well to the left to go open up. Current checkpoint number 4 clear, and gonna have to keep going by 70% progression. The faster it gets, the muddier it can get. A little bit more traction speed to go decrease by over 115 miles per hour. But still yet apparently to get up into the finish line to be marked on the arrive of destination. Got to go boosted and stay by over 110 miles per hour. Time to hit the land and get back on the dirt trail to be marked onto the finish line. Just wait for it and go by spin of finale. Half spin cleared and perfect record by 2 minutes, 5.666 seconds to be reaching up by a new record in 113,891 points. So good, and Rally Raid Vehicle is job well done for the progress in 100% complete in So French 2. But make it like 99%, especially for only one Rallycross event to be required in the follow-up catch-up. So folks, made it as ever to go achieve by a platinum in 1,161,252 points. Very good exactly just like the first rerun back then from 2024 and early late on 2023 by the end of December. In about 22 hours left before the current Dean Summon is over at the end of the first week on January, but it was a lot of fun out there to have 2 events on Hypercar, 1 street race, Rally Raid, Rallycross on 2 types of off-roading category, and 1 for the Alpha Grand Prix discipline in the combo event. Just only have 2 skills on the water base in escape and buoy smashing, along with the land-based vehicle for only off-roading. Just to be well enjoyed, and I kind of think about to be driving on the GT5 Citroen in One Shall Remain from Motorflix. Blizzard Rush is going for having a good start to be celebrated in Year of the Snake. Also especially to have some changes to be prospected in the road to New Orleans at the start of the first week on January to have some available hypercars. But not to mention because I bet you guys really might have to go again for the Bugatti Veyron Deep Blue Edition, which is going to be your only best pick to go for the participation. Especially to have 2 types of off-roading to be suitable by perspective on intermediate for the Rallycross and 1 for the easy and Rally Raid vehicle. But after all, I just really might need to keep continue on and have my YouTube channel to go up into 1,000 before coming up in week number 2 in straight from Sweden. But you know the events on 5 hypercars and 1 drift discipline along with 3 skills will go for the slalom, escape, and low altitude. I thought this is going to be available for the main date because of May 1st through 8th. But one moment, but there we go. Exact the date of reminder is about to be open until January 8th through the 15th. And then third week on the 15th to the 22nd is Braun vs Beauty for the Ford and Ferrari, and then the downhill for the final week at the end of January on the 22nd through the 29th. So folks, I'll have to wrap it up before at the end of the video, and that will have to put up to have myself to go free time on WIP in session. But I'll have to leave it to myself, and then the rerun season of the Live Summit event will go continue on. So thank you for enjoying watching the video in the Crew 2 folks. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for a notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on Deepernet Art, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. Plus, membership is now open to everyone. Will join to get access for price levels a month with exclusive perks, custom emoji with my OCs, and many features to support the channel. It's the best way to help out with the super thanks as an extra will support and grow. I'll be seeing you guys next time in the Live Summit event in the Crew 2, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.